On this edition of the Koffers, radio is the future. Well, I finally did it. In my endless search for the new Godzilla and Kong, the new Empire figures, I found them. I found the Jada remote-controlled atomic heat ray Godzilla. I think that's what we're calling him. And I cannot wait to pop this thing open because of all the figures, out of everything that has been announced thus far, this guy has been the thing I've been looking forward to. I am a child of the 80s, and so RC figures were a big part of my life. For those who may not have been around, Tyco, they were the kings of the RC. They would do all kinds of crazy stuff. As a kid, I had a copy of Dino Riders on VHS, and the last 20 minutes of the tape were nothing but Tyco commercials. So they would show Dino Riders and then all the cool RC stuff, including their trains that would go up the wall and down. So I have a personal deep love for RC stuff, and I absolutely adore the idea that Jada took it upon themselves to do an RC Godzilla in any form. Some of you have seen the video that's gone around. I posted it on our Instagram and our Facebook, but this is the first time that I've truly, since my childhood, I've had some sort of RC Godzilla. When I was a little kid, Radio Shack, that used to be a thing, had a bootleg Godzilla. It was about yay high, and it was wire controlled, but man, did I love that thing. Like the four-year-old me played the hell out of that. So this I'm jazzed for. So let's get to the review. Let's break this bad boy down and check out if he is worth the $64 that I paid for him at Target. So let's start with the box review, since this is not Playmates. This is Jada. Different setting, but I do like that they kind of kept a theme. It's still the purple, which I'm pretty sure is playing a big part into the movie. So we got the standard Godzilla promo image. So it is the Heat Ray Breath RC. Here is the things that it offers. This is the thing I am most curious about because I've seen some pictures about it. And then it says try me. I've not tried it yet. I've not done a single thing to this figure at all. I wanted to keep it all for the review. So you are seeing as I just how I walked out the store with this guy. Let's flip this guy around. So here's the side. Good look. All right, now let's look at the back. So it really breaks down what this figure has to offer. So realistic stomping action, tail whip action, and I love that the controller is essentially one of the spines or foot. I've been having arguments with people about this. I say it's a spine, people say it's a foot. So I don't know. What do you guys think? The energy spines, I've seen that in action already. It's awesome. So we all there. So there's the back, and then here's the other side. And for those asking, because I keep getting questions about the barcode, I will offer it here for you guys for a minute. So hopefully you guys can go out and find your own. It does come with batteries. I love that. And then there is your legal. So that is the box. This thing is massive. He stands about 12 inches tall, and the box alone is another 10 inches in length alone, and the entire size of the figure. So there's no window. It is pretty much similar to the Playmates, where it's kind of carded and it's open. Yeah, let's try this guy out. So this guy's locked down like Fort Knox. So unlike the Playmates ones, he's a lot more work to get open. More than just these straps here. As you can see, he's got the locks on the legs. And then, let's flip this over. Sorry, you've seen the limits of my little setup here. There, and whatever's behind this guy. So we're gonna have to cut these open, come right back. So they have these straps that are taped together, but they kind of cross in. So that's holding the rest of the figure together. And now the hard part. We gotta unscrew these guys. All right, I lied, not as hard as it seemed. Yeah, I overstated how hard that was. Normally with RC stuff, these guys are kind of a pain in the butt, but this is simple. Remove that, and one more strap. And here is the figure completely out before assembly. So you have the remote control. You have the tail. You have the water drop to goes in here, as you can see. And then the main figure itself, and then the instruction booklet to show you how to operate everything. So that is the figure in whole. He is gigantic. So here's to give you an idea of the instructions. Like any RC, there's a lot of stuff going on. So there's the controlling, and it goes into the Godzilla. So there's your controller functions. And down the back, how to assemble the tail, how to put in the water so he can do the heat ray, and then some troubleshooting. And it looks like he has a structure similar to what's the word? Oh, like a electronic kettle. So it looks like it will tend to clog if you don't clean it out. So use a little vinegar to clean up the mechanisms so you can keep the heat ray function going. So let's assemble this bad boy. So that supposed to go in just right there. I'm going to need to put the phone down for this, so my apologies. And before I put the phone down, I wanted to show you guys the mechanism that's in there. So that connects there, and then that connects there. So that's how they go in, so you can keep the light up feature going. All right, we got the tail in. So pretty much quick assembly. It just pops right on in. Like I said, this thing is gigantic. Like, he's huge. Far bigger than the Playmates giant size figures as well. And detailing is far greater. So let's do the remote. So as you can see here, it has the safety tab. You pull out so we can get the batteries rolling. Let's pull that bad boy out. There you go, just a tiny little tab. We throw that away. And it looks like it's looking for the figure. So we'll turn this guy over. He has an on switch right under the tail. And as you can see, he's powering up. Alrighty, he is up and running. Let's see what the controls do. So you have your, You have a left right here, which will activate the walking mechanism. So that is going left. This is going right. So it's for both legs. All right, we're gonna have to pull them back real quick. And the up motion is continuous walk. No tail wag. Oh, this guy's awesome. Oh, he's so awesome. All right, I already know what this trigger does. I'm saving that for last. So let's show what the right trigger does. It's the full roar function. So yes, that's the roar you get. Now, before we go into the final part, let's do some detailed look at the actual figure itself. So the legs are a hard plastic, as they contain the mechanisms to make them walk. The lower torso is plastic as well, a hard plastic, but it's a better quality than the Playmates one, I'll give it that. So down to the tail, so I'm assuming all this is housing the central mechanism that will make it run. Now, when you get to the end part of the tail, you get to this rubbery texture. And then you get down to the spikes. The end spikes are not painted, which I am a little shocked by. But I'm assuming because all this has a gimmick, they couldn't put the gimmick all the way to the tail. Well, what are you gonna do? The upper torso is all of the same kind of rubber. As you can see here, the arms are very rubbery. There is actually pretty good detailing in the scales. The face has a pretty good look. He has a much better paint job than the Playmates one, and should for the price that you're paying for this thing. As you can see. So up here is the cork for the water to go into. I'll just leave that open for a second. And then the spikes are also a translucent rubber as well, already kind of making it better in every single possible way than the Playmates version. And there's like fading with the rubber, and it does match with the fading on the plastic part, so nice little detailing in the paint job. He does stand about 12 inches tall, but to be fair, he's bottom heavy, but he's not that heavy. He's a solid figure for what you're paying for this. I bought this one at Target. He was $64. Walmart has him for $44, and from what I was told, Target will price match Walmart. So depending where you get it, if you find it at Target, they seem to be popping up more there than they do at Walmart. I would recommend opening up your phone, pull up this bad boy on the Walmart site, and tell your person at the register to price match. So the arms don't really have any movement to them, as you can see, but there's actually no armature whatsoever inside of them. So the arms are pretty much solid rubber. So my only downfall I see with this design is that this stuff tends to degrade after time. I've had some RC figures from Japan. They do hold up pretty well, but you do want to take care of this stuff because it will start flaking and will start falling apart if it's not a good quality. I'm not sure what kind of, it's like a polyurethane. So the texture's pretty solid, but I do worry that he will get scuffed up. If you're giving this to your kid, and he's definitely going to get scuffed up. If it's for the adult collector, just, beware. This will degrade, so keep it in like a nice cool place, maybe out of the light. and it'll last. It should last pretty long. I've seen some of the more rubbery RC figures from Japan, you know, dating all the way back to Godzilla versus King Ghidorah, which were, you know, over 30 years now, still holding strong. And others I have seen just completely dismantle. Similar texture I have on a DVD of Evil Dead that just completely dried out and fell apart. I'm hoping that this is tempered or sealed, that it won't dry out. If I could make a comparison, it reminds me of the Kenner Jurassic Park figures from '93 that had the dino damage. So it's a similar texture if you guys remember those figures, if you're old enough. If you're not, those are the coolest figures on the face of the planet, because they had the texture, gave the dinosaurs far greater movement, and they had the dino damage you could pop off. All right, let's put water in and look at the other functions on this guy. So I'm just using some regular drinking water. It says do not use distilled water, use tap, or just, you know, regular bottle of water. So I'm gonna just try to get as much in there as I can. It doesn't want to fill up. No. Oh well, I don't have to use that as we can. So let's get that open. Let's get this guy in here. And then we will fill him up. I'm gonna give it one more. Can't even see what I'm doing. All right, that should be good. Let's get that a minute and see what happens. No, your screen isn't screwing up. I went into my bathroom because this is the darkest room in my entire house that I could do this. So here is the final function, which is the absolute coolest. How awesome is that? All right, I brought him downstairs. So he's got a wide open range. So we're in my kitchen right now. So we can see this guy in action. So every control is going to be used. So let's check him out. So you can turn. Move forward. I'm gonna put my hand in front of the steam just to see how it comes off. Ooh, it's cold. Yeah, that is cold. It's not hot. This guy is Absolutely amazing. Well, there you have it, guys. This is the Jada RC Godzilla Evolved. Absolutely astonishing. I am completely in love with this figure. I am assuming he's going to be the one to get out of all the American merchandise, at least, that's coming out. Yeah, he is totally worth the money. This is, without a doubt, one of the coolest Godzilla figures I have ever owned. Man, do I love this thing. He's big, he's sturdy, and I can't get enough of this. He's just cool. Come on, it's a Godzilla action figure that breathes real, well, doesn't breathe real fire, but it breathes fire. So for the price point, he is totally worth it. Yeah, I can't recommend him enough. Everything about him is amazing. Just the detailing, the quality. Jada outdid themselves. I mean, they're not known for doing their figures. I think they're just now getting into like the action figure game. So they have another line of Godzilla Kong minifigures that are die-cast coming out, which again, no one else is doing. So I'm definitely picking those up to check those guys out. But this is the creme de la creme right here. This, out of all the stuff I reviewed in the last week and a half, this takes the cake. I love this thing. It is astonishing. So that is all there is to say about it. Good luck finding it out there, guys. They're starting to pop up more and more at Walmart and Target. Big Bad Toy Store has theirs on pre-order, but I would recommend, if you can, try to get them at Walmart or Target. It's cheaper. You don't have to pay for shipping. And yeah, if not, yeah, that might be your best bet. So on that note, that will wrap up this review of the Jada Atomic Breath Godzilla. If you guys like what you see, please hit subscribe or don't. It's a free country. You can do whatever you want. We would like it though if you give us a little follow. Any comments we love. I've been loving interacting with all you guys. It's been a blast. And remember, we do have a show. It is the Kaiju Kingdom Podcast. You can find us at thekaijukingdompodcast.com, where you can download all of our episodes, or if you don't like downloading, you can find us on any of your favorite podcast streamers. We're on all of them. We also have social media. We are on X at the Kaiju Kingdom, Instagram at the Kaiju Kingdom as well, and Facebook.com/the Kaiju Kingdom Podcast. And that is it for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.